So with WWE 2K26 right around the corner, it is time to go back and finish WWE 2K25 and get that all important shiny platinum. Now this game did take me almost a year to complete because this game is long, it is grindy, and at times it is painful. And I finally got the platinum on the 28th of February 2026 after starting it on the 7th of March 2025. So that being said, including the island, there are 66 trophies for you to get in this game to get 100%. There are 59 bronze, 5 silver, 1 gold and 1 platinum. But of course, this would not be a WWE game if every trophy wasn't split between every single game mode. We have My Rise, Showcase, GM mode, Universe mode, and of course My Faction, and that is where we are going to start on our hunt for the platinum. So My Faction will be the place where we spend most of our time hunting this platinum. Obviously this is an online game mode and the trophies are time sensitive as they tend to shut the servers down within 2 years. So making sure that we get these ones first is the priority. So we do end up getting our first trophy, which is a taste of victory for winning our first match. We then quickly followed that up with our second trophy, which is a promising start, which is for completing our first lifetime challenge. We then got our third bronze trophy for completing a weekly tower. These are released weekly and consist of 5 matches. Once you complete all 5 matches, you will get the weekly winner trophy. We then move on to our fourth and final trophy of this segment, which is completing a daily challenge. These can range from anything to doing taunts or just for winning a match. So then after that was done, I hopped over to the My Island game mode and tried to knock out the 5 trophies for that game mode. So we unlock 2 straight away, we get the Create a Character trophy, and we also get the second trophy for unlocking a badge. So the third trophy we earned was for completing a PvP match. It didn't matter if we won or lost, I did lose, and I still got the trophy. So next up we have another 3 trophies. Now 2 out of the 3 will be for the island, the other one is a miscellaneous. So the first one is for completing the quest Welcome to the Island, which is a story related trophy. The next trophy we get is backed by popular demand, and that is for chain wrestling. You can get that in any game mode, doesn't matter. And then our final trophy for the island is Road to Glory for completing a Hall of Fame challenge. Now all of My Island is done and we don't have to come back to it. So I then moved on to the Showcase game mode, which this year was the Bloodline story arc. Very good game mode. In this part we earned 3 more trophies. All of these trophies are story related and you will get for completing objectives. Somehow I did manage to lose some of the footage, so for a couple of trophies I am just putting a screenshot in. So in between doing the showcase, I decided to go off and do the Mammy's Revenge trophy, which is for defeating all members of the Judgment Day on Legend difficulty. While earning this trophy, I also got the Impeccable Ring Awareness trophy for having no rope breaks called during the match. So that was another 2 trophies in the bag. I then went back to the showcase to finish that off, which got me the OTC trophy, which is for winning War Games with Roman Reigns, the NTC trophy, which is for winning War Games with Solo Sikoa, and then finally our first silver trophy for completing the showcase. I then headed back to My Faction where we get our next lot of trophies. The first 2 trophies unfortunately will be screenshots as I lost the footage. This is a loyalty reward, this is for logging in every day, and the next one is for completing all intro challenges into My Faction. So then we do get our second silver trophy for completing 15 lifetime challenges, we got our next bronze trophy for starting the painful, long, grueling grind of the World Tour, where you do need to complete 120 matches to finish and earn that trophy, but that will be coming up later. Our next 3 trophies will be for completing 10 live challenges, earn a reward for rank play, which is an online game mode within my faction, and you do have to wait anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks for that season to finish, and you do need to complete 5 online matches, and you will get a reward. And then the third is for completing all 3 daily challenges. So that being said, that puts us on 25 out of 66 trophies. And this next trophy will be the make or break for a lot of people. This trophy is the host with the most, where you do need to host and complete WrestleMania within GM mode online with 3 other players, actual people, not AI or controllers. Luckily enough for me, I am in a Discord chat where I managed to boost it. But this trophy is legitimately one of the worst trophies to ever grace WWE games, or gaming in general. It's just awful, and it's just a rubbish trophy put in because it's a new feature. So unless you've got 3 real life friends or are in a group, you're not getting that trophy. So after doing that, I did go back and finish off my faction. And I did start with beating 30 bosses in Faction Wars, which was tedious but not as bad as the last one, which is completing the US Tour, which I said does consist of 120 matches and can be any type of matches. TLC, Iron Man, Extreme Rules, 2 out of 3 falls. They definitely want you to have to slog it out this year. The concept is great, it's just way too repetitive. So after that, I did move on to some miscellaneous trophies. These were for winning 25 matches on Legend difficulty without using any recoveries, winning 25 matches in a row via knockout. I did use the slider trick to cut my time into a fraction of what it would have been if I'd done it legitimately. Now, while still using the sliders, I did go and grab myself a giant. I did use the Undertaker, and I won the 5 entrant Turmoil Gauntlet match and got myself the Size Matters trophy. I also did the same for the 20-man entrant gauntlet match. Doesn't matter who you pick, I just picked my favourite wrestler, which ended up to be Triple H, and I got the Run It Back trophy. I then headed over to the My Rise game mode and got my first trophy for creating my first character and the second trophy for creating my second character. Both of these cannot be missed. We then went over and won the Unity titles for the first time and got a trophy for that. I played my first live event and also got a trophy for that. Within My Rise story, there will be 3 personalities to choose from. For this trophy, I did choose the bold one and I got the Bold and Bash trophy. I then went and forged some allies and I got the story related trophy for that. I then proceeded to take the Mutiny story to the end and got the Forged in Battle trophy for picking Trick or EO, and then our third silver trophy for finishing the Mutiny story arc. I then went back to My Rise to play through it a second time to clear up all remaining trophies. In this run, we've got the Played a Comedic personality and the Scheming personality trophies. We also got the Legends to help, so we got that trophy. I then loaded up a previous save and got the trophy for winning the NXT Championship, which is the opposite of Trick and EO, you need to pick the weaker opponents. So I got that trophy. I then went back to my other save, reloaded it, and instead of choosing the Legends, I took the Indies help. I then reloaded it again and got the Multiverses help to earn all of those trophies. I then finished the story once again for the 4th silver trophy and the Reclaim ending, and then got the one and only gold trophy for completing the My Rise story twice. So after finishing the story, I just kept replaying the live events until I got 100 stars. It didn't take long, I just kept refreshing it until the Extreme Rules popped up. Used a weapon, got 4 stars per match. very quick and easy. I then went and did another miscellaneous trophy run, which consisted of 1 trophy, which required me to beat Roman Reigns with no allies on Legend difficulty in a Bloodline match. So we did that, and we got the Going Solo trophy. I then headed over to the My Universe game mode, used the sandbox mode, and got the Enough Talk trophy for starting a match or a brawl immediately from a callout. Next up was the trophy for issuing an open callout rivalry promo, and then we got the trophy for crowning a new Queen or King of the Ring. Next up was to complete both nights of WrestleMania. You can skip all the matches, you don't need to pay anything. And then we earned the trophy, the biggest night of the year. And then last but not least, we did end up getting the Mic'd Up trophy for completing a self promo. Now after that being all said and done, we only have 10 trophies left. So we need to head over to our last game mode, and that is the GM mode. I hate this game mode, I'm not going to lie, but we do need to get it done. So first up is it's just a scratch trophy, which is for getting 5 superstars injured in a go home show. You simply have to just upgrade your arena until you can get the no hold barred match. Simply put all of them in the 5 matches of the no hold bars, and they'll all be injured. Easy trophy. The last silver trophy is for getting Carl Slickman to level 25 and making sure he wins WrestleMania as the main event. The next 3 trophies that we are going to get is for having exactly 0 funds after booking the shows, having CM Punk in charge of the Mutiny brand and entering the Hall of Fame first, and the 1% trophy for winning the main event of every PLE with the Mutiny brand. Now our last trophy for GM mode is the Cash Suplex trophy, which is where you have to release him from his contract while being injured. The worst part of this trophy is trying to actually get Cash Suplex, because it is rather RNG on whether he appears or not. If you're interested on a workaround, do let me know and I will post it later. So with 3 trophies left to get, we are almost there. So first up is jumping off a barricade and hitting our opponent, easy bronze trophy. Second one up was to win via knockout after being in critical condition. That left us with 1 trophy left to earn, which was Brando Rising, which is creating a custom superstar, going into a match and winning the match. And that was it. All 66 trophies earned, 1 shiny platinum that almost cost me my love for all WWE games, and we were done. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching and supporting the channel, and until the next time, happy hunting.